Thank you. Good afternoon. Further heavy rain expected across the northwest as we end the day today, and an amber warning in place from the Met Office until 12 o'clock tomorrow. It's likely we'll see some heavy rain for the likes of Merseyside, Greater Manchester, Cheshire and parts of Lancashire through today, tonight and to start the day. Temperatures are a little depressed out there today. It's increasingly windy as we get towards this evening. The rush hour posing a few problems with lots of surface water and spray on the roads, and the continual risk of localised flooding through tonight and into tomorrow quite widely across the northwest. A breezy end to the night with further gusty winds tomorrow. Heavy rain at first, that begins to ease down during tomorrow afternoon, but it remains breezy and damp. The changeover between tree and grass pollen and today's heavy rain goes some way to reducing pollen levels. Low today, and over the course of the next few days it remains unsettled, so levels remain low. Bye-bye. Heavy rain accompanied by weather warnings has been the real story for today, with an amber warning in place for the northwest of England until 12 o'clock tomorrow. Find out all the weather details with me later on in the programme. Thank you. A very good evening to you. Heavy spells of rain across the northwest of England today. The impact of that being felt across the region now, and over the next few hours still the threat of flooding across our part of the world. The next 12 hours we'll see some heavy spells of rain, and we have an amber warning in place from the Met Office to cater for this until 12 o'clock tomorrow. Chiefly Greater Manchester, Merseyside, Cheshire, parts of Lancashire affected, and we could see further flooding and some disruption certainly to travel as we head through this evening and the first part of tomorrow. A wider yellow warning in place across the north of England, so if you're travelling elsewhere, be aware tonight and tomorrow will continue to be rather difficult on the roads. A deep low pressure system pushing up from the southeast today has brought that slow moving band of heavy rain, and we've seen some really heavy rain on the roads, surface water and spray, as well as brisk winds as we head through into this evening. So do be very careful if you have to travel tonight or first thing tomorrow. Winds will increase in strength through tonight. Further pulses of rain, some of which could be rather heavy in the areas I mentioned before, but also for Cumbria for a time tonight. So nobody really escaping. It's wet and windy, but mild at least as we start the day tomorrow. Those are tomorrow's sun times, up at 4:56, setting at 9:20. Not a nice start to the day if you're out and about in the rush hour. Low cloud mistiness, further spells of rain and gusty winds for the northwest of England and the Isle of Man. Beginning to improve somewhat during the afternoon, becoming a little bit more light, more patchy, that rain. Maybe one or two late glimmers of brightness, but it's cloudy and damp for most places and remains breezy, especially for exposed western coast tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures are rather depressed as well, as you can see. Today's heavy rain has served to dampen down pollen levels in the northwest, and with more changeable weather ahead and the handover between tree and grass pollen, some good news at least. Levels will remain low here in the northwest. Bye-bye.